Okay, kindergartners, today is our last day talking about the farm, and now you are true farm experts. The teachers and I thought it would be best if we spent the last day talking about one of the most important workers on the farm. And of course, we have the farmer who we couldn't have any food without, right? Farmers work so hard, and you know that now. And in fact, someone made a sign that says, "No farmers, no food," which just means we need to support our farmers because they feed us, right? The farmers and Mother Earth, right? But there's another worker on the farm, a very tiny one, who is so, so important. Can you guess, or does anybody know what worker I'm thinking of? It is the beautiful bee. And the bee, of course, is busy. We always say somebody is as busy as a bee working, right? But the bee is busy usually making food, gathering food for its family, for its colony. And they are all bringing food back. This is a hive on a farm. And what we get out of that is some yummy, delicious honey. But that is not the only reason that we love the bee. The bee has an incredibly important job of keeping the plants and fruits and vegetables making more of themselves. And the way they do that is through something called pollinating. Here, this bee is headed towards a flower, and you can see that they've got a lot of yellow on them. Can you guess what is all that yellow all over the back of their legs and their furry little bodies and even their antenna? It's pollen. And the word pollen is in the word pollination. What is pollination? Well, let's look at this little video. Let's see. And as we watch the bees pollinating, I'll tell you that what they're doing, these busy bees, is gathering up the pollen from the flowers, which is that yellow dusty stuff on the ends of the flower, and carrying it. And as they fly to another flower, some of that pollen falls off. Ooh, look at that big sack right there. Some of that, oh, look at that, falls off and into the other flower. And when that happens, the pollens mix together, and the plant is able to make seeds and fruit, which is the way that they make more of themselves, right? Um, and so it's through this bringing some pollen from one flower over to another flower that makes the flowers able to grow, to make more of themselves. So if we don't have that, we don't have apples, because apples grow on trees, we know, and the apple comes out of the flower. And if the flower hasn't been pollinated, we don't get an apple. We wouldn't get a mango. Mangoes come from trees with flowers that get pollinated by bees. We wouldn't have kiwis. We wouldn't have plums and peaches and nectarines. Oh my goodness, strawberries and blueberries and raspberries and blackberries. And can you tell what this is a picture of? Yes, a watermelon. And here is the flower of the watermelon. So a little bee has to come, bring some pollen over, drop it in the flower, and then that flower will evolve into a, a fruit. It'll make a watermelon. And here's some green beans. There's the flower of the green bean. So they have to get pollinated. This is a funny picture, but I wanted you to see the flower of this is a carrot. But the carrot, of course, grows underground, so you can't see that at the same time as the flower. And here is yummy, crunchy celery. We need bees to help us make celery. And then all the nuts. The nuts grow on trees, we know, or not all, but most nuts grow on trees, and they have flowers, and those little bees go visit them, and then we get the seed and we eat it. There's the cashew. But bees are not the only ones that pollinate. They're primarily the ones that do the most work, but there are other insects and animals that do pollinating, and I'm going to show you a couple right now. There's the butterfly. The butterfly loves to drink nectar, right? And so it will transfer some pollen that gets on it when it drinks the nectar from the flower. And guess what? A fly can even pollinate. Yep. And they visit the flower, same thing. And believe it or not, those nasty mosquitoes, they're helping to pollinate the world also. And birds, some birds do. The sweet little hummingbird loves to drink its nectar, so it helps pollinate flowers. And even bats. Bats will pollinate certain plants too. So now you know the real sign should say no bees, no fruits, veggies, or nuts. So we say a big thank you, bees. We love you.